Good morning, students. I, Rashmi ma'am, is again back with your online classes, or you can say online session for class 6. Subject is your chemistry. Now, student, in chemistry, today I have started a new chapter. Likewise, we have completed our chapter 1. Now, we are going to start our chapter 2, that is elements, compounds, and mixtures. What are these? Elements, compounds, and mixtures. So, mixture can be mixed with elements and the compound. So, now first thing in this chapter which we have to study, that is matter. Matter. What is matter? If you and me or everyone around us know that matter is everything around us. What is matter? Everything around us, that is called matter. Atoms, molecules, and compounds are all made of very small parts of matter. Those atoms go on to build the things you see and touch every day. That is matter. The things which we can touch, that is the matter. So, matter is being defined as anything that has mass and take up space. What is anything that has mass and take up space, or you can say it has volume, that is what? Matter. Now, over here I had used the word mass. What is mass then? Mass is the amount of matter in an object. Mass is the amount of matter in an object. And what is matter? Anything that has mass and takes up space. So, object which is occupying the space, that has mass. It means what is mass? Mass is the amount of matter. The space occupied by the matter, or you can say the space occupied by the object, that is mass. You might have a small object with lot of mass, such as statue of made by lead. You might have a large object with very little mass, such as balloon filled with helium. You should also know there is a difference between mass and weight. There is difference between mass and weight. Mass is a measure of the matter in an object, while weight is a measure of gravity pull on object. So, what is the difference between mass and weight? So, the difference between mass and the weight is that mass is measure of the matter, means area occupied by the matter, while weight object is a measure of gravity pull on object. So, weight will be the gravity pull on object, that is the weight, and the mass is the area occupied by the matter. Now, what is volume? What is volume? Volume is the amount of space something occupies. Words such as big, little, long, or short are used to describe volume. A marble takes up a small volume while a star occupies a large volume. Different states of matter will fill volume in different ways. So, the space occupies by something, that is volume. And in word you can explain big, little, large, small, short. These are the words which describe volume. A marble, like a marble, small ball of marble take a small volume, while a star occupies a large volume. So, the different states of matter will fill volume in different ways. Even though matter can be found all over the universe, you will only find it in a few forms on earth. The matter which is found all over the universe, but on the earth we will find this matter only in few forms. Each of those state is something called a phase. Now scientists will probably discover more states of matter, as we know that there are 5 states of matter, but usually we only read 3 states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. But the more two are plasmas and bicondensates. Bose-Einstein now has been released this name B condensate, the another states of matter. So now we have 5 states of matter, but for you all students, because you all are very junior, that's why you all have only 3 states of matter to read, that is solid, liquid and gas. Moreover, little bit there will be explanation about the plasma, but bicondensate is a very new for me also and for you also. Now in your book it has been shown anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. Just I have explained about the mass also, the volume also. Now anything which occupies space and has mass, that is called matter, like air and water, sugar and sand, silver and steel, milk and oil, kerosene, petrol, carbon dioxide, steam, carbon and sulfur, rocks and minerals, all are different kinds of matter, because all of them, what they do, they occupy space, that's shown as volume, and has mass or the weight. Now on the basis of chemical properties, the matter around us is of 2 types. On the basis of the chemical properties, matter is of 2 types. First is your pure substance and the second one is your mixture. Pure substance can be further divided into elements and compounds, and mixtures can be classified as homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous and heterogeneous. Now over here we are going to read more about matter. Matter is a substance that has inertia. Over here word I had used inertia. What inertia means? Inertia is a property of matter. Inertia is a property of matter which is continues in its existing state, or you can say unless that state is changed by an external force. So inertia is a property of matter which continues the state of matter to be changed by external force. Likewise occupies physical space. According to modern physics, matter consists of various types of particles, each with mass and size. Now what is matter? Matter is a substance that has inertia and occupies physical space. Our physics also say that matter consists of various types of particles, each with mass and size. The most familiar examples of material particles are the electron, the proton and the neutron. So our matter, which is being made of various particles with each mass and size, they are the electron, the proton and the neutron. Combinations of these particles form atoms. Combination of these particles means which particles? The electron, the proton and the neutron, when they combine, they form atoms. So there are more than 100 different kinds of atom, which constituting a unique chemical element. A combination of atoms forms a molecule. Atoms and molecules can join together to form a compound. That's why matter can exist in several states, that is also called phases. That is also called phases. So the three most common state of matter are solid, liquid and gas. So our solid is also being made up of atoms and molecules, and these atoms and molecules are being made up of the electron, the proton and the neutron. A single element or compound of matter might exist in more than one of the three states. A single element, what is that? A single element or compound of matter might exist in more than one of the three states depending on the temperature and pressure. Less familiar states of matter include plasma, foam and Bose-Einstein condensate. These states occur under special conditions. That's why matter is being divided into 5 states. But commonly we know only 3 states, that are solid, liquid and gas. The 2 states, that is plasma and Bose-Einstein condensate, is a very that is the state which occurs in a very special conditions. Very special condition. Different kinds of matter can combine to form substances that may not resemble any of the original ingredients. That may not resemble any of the original ingredients. For example, hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water. Now, different kinds of matter can combine to form substances that may not resemble any of the original ingredients. Like hydrogen and oxygen, when combined, they form water, a liquid compound which is at room temperature. The process of such combination is called a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction involves interactions between the electrons of the atoms but does not affect the nucleus of the atom. The chemical reaction, when two elements combined to form a compound, that is called chemical reaction, and this chemical reaction involves interaction between the electrons of the atoms but does not affect the nucleus of the atoms. In some situation, matter is converted into energy by atomic reactions, also known as nuclear reaction. This type of reaction is fundamentally different from the chemical reaction because it involves changes in the nuclei of atoms. The most common example of an atomic reaction is the hydrogen fusion that occurs inside the sun. So, with immense pressure inside the sun and inside other stars, forces atoms of hydrogen together to form atoms of helium. In this process, some of the mass is converted to energy according to the formula that is called E equals to mc square. Over here, E is your energy, m is equal to mass, which is in kilogram, and c is the speed of light. So this is the little bit phenomenon, or you can say the basic of the matter, which we have to study in a proper manner. I know, student, this is very new for you all to understand in a simple video. But if you had any problem, you should ask me about the any line given in the notes and the videos.